Welcome to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, home of the Panthers, in a program built on the backs of legends like Tony Dorsett, Hugh Green, Mark May, and Mike Ditka. Give it the toughness that is epitomized by anyone who plays in the Steel City. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, a crew looking to make a statement, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So Pittsburgh's offense takes the field to start this game off. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Makes a connection. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
To throw, it's Holstein. They're trying to get to it. Slips a tackle. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes. And then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the grab. It's Renfro. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You've got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. It's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh my gosh, I got hit.
Picked off.
I got hit.
Taking it
got
the
hit.
other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the
I
interception.
hit through it.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, this defense received a lot of well-earned accolades after registering 4 sacks last week. They've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And here comes the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
I'll tell you, man, this kid has NFL-type leg strength. He just booted that into the wind, and that was no problem.
And he takes
How
this
tall
from
is that
inside
guy?
the 5. Now this offense is back on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Straight. Dude.
On second down, wants to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the catch and knock down. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Almost got to the sticks on third down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. They'll try to pick up the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Aggressive. Early in the game, 4th down in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Using his legs, it's James. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll go right back to him. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run with the ball.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
The RPO, it's complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to move it through the air.
Oh,
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First down to start the drive after the bridge. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to blast their way in. And he'll break the plane for a touchdown.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kentucky is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at Wildcat on the menu tonight in Lexington. They're trailing by 14 to Georgia. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Holstein. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Gets it out quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup is still short of the first down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yard. I mean, that play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking for a gap. It's James. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. They'll give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Quick release by the QB. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. And they're able to make the tackle.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this run game, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Quarterback checking the play. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Snags it. He's got it and just sashays into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Trying to burn this defensive back. Fires the pass, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football, seeing the route, and going and getting the interception. Nice play by that safety.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And you see the dagger concept so much in pro football, in college football, and they're trying to run a guy deep to take that safety with him, pull him out of the way, and then kind of throw it right underneath that vacated area where he's at. Unsuccessfully, but that's what they were trying to accomplish on that play.
Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the return, it's Robinson. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Renfro. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Steel City.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. The 42-yard field goal that was no good gives them the ball back at the 25-yard line. Starting this third quarter on the ground.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The give on the counter. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. He wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it inside the 25. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. In the red area, it's James. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the option. He'll toss it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's got a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kentucky is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at Wildcat on the menu tonight in Lexington. They're trailing by 31 to Georgia. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They'll line up for a second down play. He'll pull it on the read. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Pitt pushing the pace. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. And the Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. That's caught. It's Renfro. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Goes to the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the 1st down. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. He'll do it himself. Got the 1st down and more. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
Looking to throw, it's Holstein. He's got him in the flat. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He'll keep it himself. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. Dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Give to the running back. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Holstein. He looks that one in nicely. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Panthers. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute.
And he didn't get a big game. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Showing off the arm. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Movement here from the tight end. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
They have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
He leaves it with his back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. On the option. Now the pitch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. They move the tight end all over. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Kentucky is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at Wildcat on the menu tonight in Lexington. They're trailing by 38 to Georgia. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're bringing heat. He's right on target. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Finds his back in the middle. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll throw it on first down. He's taking a deep shot
Oh, wow.
in the game. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Panthers in the hurry up. They're going to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. He's got his man in the back of the end zone, but he was a little too far out of the back. It's incomplete. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, looking to throw. He's got it on the run, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other way.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Now that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away. ball game.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best players. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
Got his man quickly. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's going to pass.
Oh, no.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Back to throw, it's Rasmussen. He's going up top here late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
Oh, my God.
Grab by the defense.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation